We're here at Russia High School to bring you high school girls basketball action where the Botkins Trojans take on the Russia Raiders. Today's game is sponsored to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Fly Gym, Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schwederman, Carriage Works, and Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and AC. Welcome here to Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium at Russia High School. I'm Braden Coveman here tonight, bringing you this SCL contest here between Botkins and Russia here on this Saturday in early December. We will come back to you with starting lineups and keys of the game after the national anthem. You're watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back here to the Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium here for tonight's starting lineups. Give a little mix-up into what we had as starting lineups. We're going to look like this for Botkins. Number 2, a senior guard and forward, Kinley Top. Number 10, a junior guard, McKenna Maurer. Number 13, a sophomore guard, Carmen Huker. Number 22, a junior forward, Jill Gravy. And rounding out the lineup is a sophomore guard, number 24, Boston Paul, for second-year head coach Phil Groves. Here, and the Trojans sit at 4-1 on the season. Now looking here on the flip side here for the home team on the scoreboard, the Russia Raiders. They'll start out like this. Number 5, a junior point guard, Kendall Mannen. Number 10, a sophomore forward, Ella Haney. Number 14, senior guard, Olivia Moorman. Number 20, junior guard, Ashley Scott. And rounding out the lineup, the girl in the middle, number 32, Jessica York, a senior for fourth-year head coach Andy Timmerman here for the Russia Raiders. Now, looking at tonight's Keyhole Pizza keys of the game presented to you by Keyhole Pizza. First, we look at the Botkins Trojans here. Here for our Keyhole Pizza keys to the game. And we don't have the graphic, but Botkins really wants to, they're really concerned about Russia's length, and they're also really concerned about Russia mixing up defenses. Coach Timmerman's going to throw a variety of defenses in. On the flip side, the Raiders want to limit turnovers, and they want to close out on their guards, make sure their guards don't score. The Raiders start out, and Ashley Scott will start out with the turnover for the Raiders. Right away, what they want to limit, and they fell into there. Carmen Huker. Raiders going to run right into that 1-2-2 half-court trap that Coach Groves talked to me about before the game that he's concerned about in that pressure. Huker slices and dices in the middle, and Botkins leads 2-0 here on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard here. at Claire Cedevaux Gymnasium. 7.5 remaining in the opening period. 2-0 lead here for Botkins. Raiders sitting at an even 500, trying to get on the plus side of that today with a win. They're just going to work it around. Got it Mormon top of the key. Mormon going to try to rotate it on the inside to Haney, and Huker's there sitting back, and will bring it up in the front court. Huker will try to get on the inside herself. Falls over and flips the ball right back over to the Raiders. Botkins going to fall into about a 3/4 court pressure themselves. Scott across the timeline over to Monin. Monin looking to rotate, she gets it back to Scott. Scott works in elbow, fires, can't get a friendly bounce. It'll fall the way of the Trojans. Leading 2-0 here with 6:46 remaining in period number 1. Huker will walk it up. McKenna Maurer right wing over to Kinley Top. Top exchanging it to Huker, stolen by Kendall Monin. She brings it up in the front court, goes to the left side of the block, throws it up, and we're tied here. Rushi drawing their first bucket of the game, 1.5 minutes in. Tied it up at 2 here on our first National Bank Think First scoreboard. Huker over to Paul. Paul in the corner to Kinley Top, and she jumps up and down there. Top, not much of a three-point shooter, shooting 2 of 17 from beyond the arc. McKenna Maurer, or excuse me, Carmen Huker shooting 22%. McKenna Maurer 38%. Pretty good clip there, and Boston Paul 36%. So pretty good sharpshooters there for the Trojans. As they sit at 4-1 this year, and second-year coach Phil Groves. These teams have met in tournament the last 2 years. The Raiders took both of them, and a nice move on the inside by Jessica York slithering through the defense. And the Raiders have their first lead of the game at 4-2 with 5:47 remaining in period 1. Cross-court pass goes to McKenna Maurer. She throws it up, trying to get a response. No good. And Ashley Scott trying to work it up ahead. She works up to Haney, who's running ahead of the pack. And a nice offensive start for Coach Andy Zimmerman. Coach Bill Groves wants a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Back here at the Claire Cedevaux Gymnasium, Rushi leading Botkins 6-2 with 5:33 remaining in the first quarter. Botkins opened their first possession with the score. Ever since the Raiders strung together 3 straight possessions with buckets. Leading 6-2 early here. An offensive explosion for the Raiders, still trying to find that offensive identity. Top for 3, can't get a friendly bounce off the bank board. And Botkins bringing full court pressure. Mormon gets out of it up to Scott. She'll work it up in the forecourt, trying to get it a layup. Slithers through, no good, gets her own rebound. Up to Haney to Mormon, she fires a 3. No good. Scott gets it bumped out by Huker. Raiders retain possession. Botkins giving Rushi a couple extra chances here. Run the side out here. And Mormon will chase it in the backcourt. 5 minutes remaining here, exactly 6-2 here, with the Rushi Raiders leading the Botkins Trojans. Mana works her way through, down inside to York. She turns around, fires, and gets a friendly bounce, and the Raiders on an 8-0 run here at the Claire Cedevaux Gymnasium. Been one of their best offensive starts of the year. Raiders fall back into that half-court trap. Paul moves it around in the middle to get it to Jill Greavy, who's been a pleasant surprise this year for Coach Groves. Nice move on the inside. Bounce pass. Maurer can't get it to fall. And let's see, the refs are going to call a jump ball. Arrow favors the Trojans. And first substitutions of the game, Caitlin Monton, junior, and freshman Kate Sherman will enter the ball game. 8-2 Raider lead, 4:32 remaining in the opening quarter. Raiders currently on a NATO run. Botkins looking to stop that on this possession. Huker goes right wing inside to Greavy, guarded by the freshman Sherman. Nice Raider defense. Huker on the inside. Paul looks for a shot. Gonna kick it out to Kinley Top. And Top shuffled the feet. Gonna go the way of the Raiders. We're gonna have our first substitution in the game for Botkins for Coach Groves' squad. That'll be number 14, Madison Wendell, a junior guard and forward. Dual combo there in the ball game. Sherman goes around to Kendall Monin, over to Ashley Scott. Over to Caitlin Monin. Monin coming off an ACL tear mid-season last year. Good to see her back on the court. Kendall Monin working baseline, and she stepped on the line and go the way of the Trojans. Trojans in their road blacks, Raiders in their home whites, as you see Haney and Mormon come in the ball game. Come in for Ashley Scott and Jessica York. Andy Timmerman in his 4th year here, graduate of New Bremen High School. You see him digging his first couple years. He's dug into his bench a little deeper than he has in the past, with a mix of seniors and some underclassmen. And McKenna Maurer shuffled the feet. Turns it over right back to the Raiders. Raiders on a NATO run, 3:33 remaining, 8-2 Russia lead. Ever since Botkins scored in their opening possession, they have not scored since. Kate Sherman on the inside. Kendall Monin had good positioning. Just didn't have the amount of time to square up and shoot. Knocked out by Carmen Huker. Here's coming up in a box set. We got Mormon free. She jumps on the inside to Kendall Monin. Nice move and awareness by both Mormon and Monin on the same page. Raiders on a 10-0 offensive run. Worked in the corner, McKenna Maurer. She gets harassed. Gets it out to Carmen Huker. She'll work him near the timeline. This Raider defense really good in the half court so far, as Ashley Scott will come in. A flurry of substitutions early for Coach Andy Timmerman. They'll get it in to Carmen Huker. Huker with her options, looking to set up the Trojan attack. She'll get it over to Madison Wendell. Wendell over to Greavy. 2:42 remaining here, still 10-2 Raider lead with a 10-0 Raider run. Maurer on the inside, throws up in a wild left-handed shot, no good. And Kate Sherman gets the rebound, but she fell to the ground and traveled. Stay with Botkins here. Half court, big chance for Botkins. Your out of bounds plays are your best opportunities, as you see Phil Groves giving out the instructions to score, which they desperately need. Huker top the key all alone. Fires, nice baseline shot. Air ball, go the way of the Raiders. When you look at that first possession, you thought Botkins was going to come out here on fire, and kind of been a lethargic offensive start here for Coach Groves. And they usually find their identity that second quarter. If you see them play their second quarters, where they come out and they play really good. So if they can hold on here, keep it close, second quarter is when you watch out for Coach Groves' squad. Caitlin Monin working around. Up to Kate Sherman in the short corner. Sherman gonna give it over to Caitlin Monin. That'll be a turnover. Nice defensive possession there for Botkins to force the turnover. Huker will clear out the left side. Try to work it around. Try to get in the inside Greavy, and she loses it. And the arrow will favor the Raiders on a jump ball. Greavy would have had a nice shot at the bucket there if she would have grasped that ball and went up. As Kendall Monin checks in for Caitlin Monin. Still 10-2 here with 1:38 remaining in the first quarter here on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard here. Brandon Coderman here tonight. Ashley Scott gets the ball under the basket. Wild shot, no good. Kate Sherman with the rebound and throws it right up against the backboard and goes in. A 12-0 Raider run now, 1:20 remaining. And Huker and Boston Paul, miscommunication there. The Raiders controlling this first quarter in every way possible. Raiders going to be patient. A zone look here from Botkins here these last few possessions. Working in, flare screen there set up from Scott. Can't get anything out of it. Mormon on the inside. Looking over to Haney, over to Kendall Monin right wing. Monin over to Haney. Haney skip pass Olivia Mormon. She's going to take it baseline, goes up and is fouled by Jill Greavy, who's out of position there. And that's what you got to do in that zone if you're the Raiders. Hawkins trying to stop you offensively or get some fast break and get some inside points. You're the Raiders, you got to cut and move and get to spots that Botkins is not in if you want to keep scoring offensively, as Mormon cannot get the first free throw to fall. Jessica York will come in for Kate Sherman. And Kinley Top will come back in the ball game for McKenna Maurer. Mormon will go empty from the line. Huker gets the rebound. 45 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Huker out to Paul. Paul on the inside, Greavy kicks it back out to Paul. Paul, the sharpshooter, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Raiders. Kendall Monin, who's having a nice first quarter, dishes on the inside to Ella Haney. And Ella Haney with a nice shot on the inside. Coach Groves wants a timeout. We'll keep it here. I'd like to thank our sponsors, because without them, this game would not be possible. They are American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Cy Schwederman, Wilson Health, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and AC, Ferguson Construction. Our keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, Replays, Winners Meats. Play of the game, which I will select later, is brought to you by NKTelco. And our scoreboard is always brought to you by First National Bank Think First. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. The replays are Monday, December 16th at 6 p.m. and Tuesday, December 17th at 6 p.m. as well. You can watch these games on demand on the NKTelco Sports Facebook page and at nktelco.com. So now a 14-0 Lady Raider run after an opening bucket here by Botkins. Has them with a commanding lead early here in the winding seconds of the first quarter. That Raider trap been effective. Greavy working on the inside. Paul kicks at the top. Top fires a three. No good. The ball going to flutter around and it'll stay with the Trojans with 7.7 seconds remaining. Coach Groves calling out instructions here on the out-of-bounds play. Huker tried to kick it back to Paul. And Coach Groves wanting a foul there. Huker lost the ball, 3.9 seconds remaining. And the rest of the time will run out. That's the end of the first quarter. After period one, the Russia Raiders lead the Botkins Trojans 14-2 here on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. We'll be back right after this break.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Back here at Russia High School at the Claire Nouveau Gymnasium, where the Russia Raiders lead the Botkins Trojans 14-2. Raiders on a 14-0 run currently after Botkins had their first possession with a basket. They have been scoreless since, and the Raiders in that time have strung together 14 points. You can see the Botkins Trojans working around. There's a foul on Jessica York. As we see number 11, Kennedy Dosek in the game, a junior guard, getting her first action of the ballgame for second-year coach Phil Groves. As I previously mentioned, these teams have met the last 2 years in tournament. Met in the second round last year. The Raiders come away with a victory, and there's a three ball right there. McKenna Maurer getting the first opening possession, scoring again for Botkins to cut into the lead to single digits. And right away, a turnover there. So a good start for the Botkins Trojans. Like I said, this second quarter is usually their quarter to explode. Boston Paul weaving around, finds McKenna Maurer. Maurer baseline in, picked off by the Raiders. Kendall Monin pushing up the floor, up to Ashley Scott. It's tipped out by Huger. Huger's done a nice job of getting in the passing lanes, tipping a lot of passes, disrupting any flow that the Raiders have had so far on offense. Scott gets it in left wing, flips over to Mormon. Mormon back to Scott, cross-court pass, Ella Haney. Haney back over to Scott in the corner to Olivia Mormon. And back over to Jessica York, cross-court pass, Scott, she fires a three, tries to return the favor, no good. Offensive rebound, Ella Haney. And ripped away, nice play there by Jill Greavy. Huker is fouled there. Oh, touch foul there on Kenemanen. That'll be the Raiders' second team foul. Botkins only one team foul, so refs have let him played so far today. 14-5 with 6:49 remaining in the second quarter. Raiders leading the Trojans. Greavy on the inside. Nice deflected pass there by Ella Haney. Haney gonna push it up over to Jessica York. Kicks it back, Kendall Monin. Gets it over to Ella Haney. Haney working her way on the inside. There's a wild shot and somehow manages to get it to fall. A circus-style shot there by Ella Haney. 16-5 Raider lead here. Haney will go back up on top in that 1-2-2 half-court trap that the Raiders have been applying the whole game. Paul gonna kick it over to Kennedy Dosek. She fires a three, just falls out. Huker trying to give it up, and it's stolen by Kendall Monin. And there's a foul on the ensuing rebound. The ball will go to the Raiders. And Caitlin Monin and Kate Sherman come back in for Coach Andy Timmerman in his fourth year. It's pretty successful. He's made the sectional finals every year, going to the regionals in 2017, being district runner-up 2018, and losing in the sectional finals in a heartbreaker to Xenia Legacy Christian last year. He's got a squad at 3-3. Lost first teamers Jenna Cordonier and Marissa Poling last year. Big question for the Raiders is where are they going to find their offense? The offense has done pretty well so far, 14 first quarter points. And Jessica York almost adding to that total there, but will get 2 free throws instead. And that foul was on Boston Paul, her first, the team's second there for Botkins. Botkins has had a pretty successful past few years. And Raiders 0-3 on free throws right now. Raiders 0-4 now on free throws as Greavy gets the rebound, tips it to Huker, and she'll walk it up and set up the Trojan offense. And nice play by Kendall Monin to get that ball out. Ashley Scott, cross-court pass, Jessica York over to Kendall Monin. She loses it. Nice scrum on the floor there. Nice effort by Boston Paul to hit the deck. Arrow stays with the Raiders. Ella Haney and Andrea Monin getting her first action of the ball game. Now we see Madison Wendell come in for Boston Paul. Inbounds pass picked off by Huker. She is having a nice defensive game. She's all over the floor. She stops, gives it over to Madison Wendell, and she fires from three. And a couple Botkins three-pointers got them back into this ball game within 8 now, 16-8 on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And it's stolen by Greavy. She's up ahead of the defense and can't get the layup to fall. Be a turnover. Oh, nope, excuse me, Andrea Mon steps on the line. Couple momentum shots here for Botkins. Winning this quarter 6-2 here in these first 3 minutes. It was 14-2 after one. Maurer right wing, guarded by Monin. He works her way on the inside, kicked out, and there's another three ball that can't fall there for Kennedy Dosek. Scott works up ahead to a streaking Ella Haney. Haney no good. Huker looking to jumpstart the offense. Works way right wing, loses it. Picked up by Maurer. Go right wing, Huker. Huker working on the inside. Nice help side defense there by Andrea Monin. Ashley Scott works up ahead to Ella Haney. Haney right block over to Andrea Monin. She shot fakes, gets it to Kate Sherman on the inside. And Sherman stepped on the baseline. Now Raiders going to bring in a handful of substitutions. Olivia Mormon, Jessica York, Kendall Monin come in. And for the Botkins Trojans, Boston Paul comes in for Carmen Huker. It's 14-2 at one point. Botkins has cut into it with a pair of three-pointers. And they're going to call an illegal screen on Boston Paul. That'll be her second foul. Mormon will walk it up past the timeline. She'll get it left side, Jessica York. Work it down to Kendall Monin. Monin cross-court pass York. York over to Andrea Monin. She shot fakes. Gives it up to Olivia Mormon. Good defense here by Botkins. Not letting Lucia get off anything easy. Andrea Monin works on the inside to Jessica York. And that's a jump ball. And it should go to Botkins. And there's a timeout here for Coach Andy Timmerman. We'll take one with them. You're watching girls high school basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
In the Grand Lake Health System, great health care is about creating a personalized experience. We're here for you at every stage of your life, to care for you with compassion and courtesy, to support you with an honest approach that values communication and actively seeks your collaboration, to treat you in a safe, welcoming environment where quality and service always come first, to create truly grand experiences. For more, visit grandlakehealth.org/grandexperience.
Back here at the Claire C. Nouveau Gymnasium here at Russia High School, where the Russia Raiders are leading the Botkins Trojans 16-8. Raiders led 14-2 after the first quarter. Went on a 14-0 run. Botkins closing the gap with a couple three-pointers and some nice defense here. 3:43 remaining until the first half will be concluded. Carmen Huker working it over to McKenna Maurer. And Madison Wendell back to Huker. Over and Maurer fires a three. Just falls short. Haney gets the rebound. Raiders looking to push the ball up the floor. Inside York, deflected by Maurer, and Madison Wendell. And it'll go right back to Botkins. Here's not able to get them high percentage shots they were able to get in the first quarter. Trying to work back to what was working for them in the first quarter. Have been limited to 2 points this quarter. And Chesky York fouls Kennedy Dosek there. That'll be the Raiders' third team foul, the second on York. So Kate Sherman will come in for York, who is the first Raider in foul trouble of any sort. Huker over Dosek. Inside Wendell over to Paul. Paul right wing, nice backdoor cut Wendell, and deflected by Kendall Monin. What a nice game she's having. Kendall Maurer fires the three, no good. It's gonna go off Boston Paul. Nice play there by Kendall Monin. On the defensive end, she is having a nice game, 4 points. She's made some nice defensive plays. So credit to Kendall Monin. May not show up on the stat sheet, but making an impact here early. Botkins will sit back in that zone. Raiders got to figure it out. The right wing, Ashley Scott. Scott over to Kate Sherman. On the inside, Ella Haney. That's nice ball movement, and that's an and one. Nice movement, nice high-low from Kate Sherman to the elbow to the inside to Ella Haney. She looked to complete the three-point play as the Raiders are 0-4 from the line today. That'll be on Boston Paul. That's what the board's saying. That's her third. And Haney completes the N1. The Raiders lead back up to 11 here. 19-8 on our First National Bank. First scoreboard. 2:25 remaining here in the opening half. Huker looking to get it away. It's picked off by Olivia Mormon. Raiders looking to move fast. They go Kendall Monin right wing. Inside Ella Haney. Raiders moving around fast. Scott near the top of the key. Over to Kate Sherman. Over to Kendall Monin. Mon being harassed by Huker, gets it out to Olivia Mormon. 2 minutes remaining. They're just going to sit back. Mormon weighing her options, gets a back screen to Haney. Nice move again, and nice design by Andy Timmerman and the Lady Raiders. Execute it to perfection there. Patient and got their bucket. Kennedy Dosek working on the inside short corner. Ball's deflected and will stay with the Trojans. That's nice execution there. And you got to be happy with your players if you're Coach Andy Timmerman to get that back screen to Ella Haney. Haney piecing together a nice game. Haney has 11 points. Kind of quietly. It's kind of been spread out. And stolen by Kendall Monin. She's going to battle Carmen Huker for a basket here. Gets it up to Kate Sherman, the freshman, and it falls in. Raiders finding that offense identity that they lost there early in the period. It's 23-8 here, their largest lead on our First National Bank First scoreboard. So fast break, transition points, and nice execution against that zone defense has got the Raiders this lead. Gravy whips over Kinley Top. Top cross-court pass, Huker, she's all alone. 22% three-point shooter, can't get it to fall. Kinley Top gets it, kick it back out on the offensive rebound to Huker. And it's tipped by Haney. A nice effort by Olivia Mormon to try to get that ball. Botkins remains at 40 seconds remaining in the half. And there's a foul on Kendall Monin. Kayla Monin checking the ball game for the Raiders. 35 seconds remaining. Let's pass into Carmen Huker. Huker will go to right block, kick it back out to Maurer. Maurer back to Huker. Huker looking on the inside. Greavy, she's trying to get positioning on Kate Sherman. Kiss off the glass, just falls out. Botkins not getting the bounce there they'd like. It's picked off by Carmen Huker. 10 seconds remaining. Huker pulls it out, tipped. Who's going to come up with it? It's Ashley Scott. 5 seconds remaining, and she's fouled by Carmen Huker. 3.6 seconds remaining. The Raiders going to have a side out here, right in front of their own bench. Mormon just going to run, fire something up, and can't get it to go. That brings us to the halftime here at Clare City Nouveau Gymnasium. Rushi leading Botkins 23-8 here on our first National Bank Think First scoreboard. We'll be back with the first half recap here on NKTelco Sports.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Back here at the Clare City Nouveau Gymnasium, where the Rushi Raiders lead the Botkins Trojans 23-8 here. First half scoring here for the Raiders. Ella Haney leads with 11 points. Kendall Monham with 4 points. Jessica York with 4 points. Look on the flip side, McKenna Maurer has 3. And you see that number 13, Carmen Huker, has 2. And Botkins in a little bit of foul trouble with Boston Paul with 3. And the Raiders went on a 14-0 run. Botkins opened out with a 2-0 lead here with an opening basket. Raiders exploded, got up to a 14-2 lead to end period 1. Botkins came out, hit a couple threes, got the game within 8. And after that, it's a 7-0 Raider run to end the first half. So let's see what happens here in the second half. Haney inbounds it to Mormon to start the second half here. The Clare City Nouveau Gymnasium in the Shelby County Athletic League contest. Fake on the give and go attempt. Scott on the inside to York, and the Raiders can't get it to fall. York on the second attempt. Third time, no good. Falls back into Haney, attempt number 4, and Ella Haney will go to the line, looking to add to the tremendous first half she had. Haney dribbles 3 times, fires, and cannot hit. Raiders 1 of 6 now on the day, 16%. As you see our replay here on York going up, and Haney misses it again. 1 of 7 Raiders struggling mightily from the free throw line today. Lucky for Botkins. Scored 2 points in the first, scored 6 in the second off a pair of threes from McKenna Maurer and Madison Wendell. Huker, baseline, intercepted. Goes up to Kendall Monham, who tries to go up ahead of the pack. Boston Paul had to kind of back off with 3 fouls, but there's a jump ball now. Arrow favors the women in black. Greavy will inbound it to Huker. He's played some nice defense today. Tipped a lot of balls out of bounds. Paul works it over to Maurer. Maurer goes in left wing. No good. Greavy on the cleanup. No good. Third attempt. And Carmen Huker gets it to fall. And right away, some pressure from Coach Groves' squad. Scott up ahead. York all alone. And the Raiders respond in an instant, stretching that lead back out to 15 here for senior Jessica York, getting her 6th point of the game. Carmen Huker spins on the inside. Nice move to Jill Greavy. Oh, and wide open. Just wasn't set. And jump ball. Nice chance there. Botkins just can't convert. Raiders going to be patient up to Ella Haney. Over to Kendall Monham. Monham gets it in the middle to Ashley Scott. Nearly walked. Gives it up to Olivia Mormon. She gets right around Greavy. No good herself. Goes up again. Tips off. Huker will stay with the Raiders. So a couple wide open chances there. Not able to be converted by the Raiders or the Trojans, as you see Coach Bill Groves talking to his assistants. Kendall Monham inbounds it to Ashley Scott. Blocked by Jill Greavy. Raiders recover. Scott goes on the inside. Fouled by Jill Greavy. Ashley Scott, the leading point scorer, returning from last year's team. not even in the box score yet. She'll look to change out as she goes to the line, as you see here on our Winter Quality Meets replay. You see her split the defense there and go up and jump stop and out from behind by Greavy as Scott makes her first attempt of the game. And now in the box score, the Raiders are 2 of 8. So the Mill definitely want to improve on. Scott dips the knees, fires, and goes a perfect 2 for 2. That's the Raiders now with a 17-point lead here. Their most highest of the game here on our first National Bank Think First scoreboard. Huker over to Boston Paul. Paul works it over to Kinley Top. Top down to Madison Wendell. Another wide open missed layup. It's 2 of them in a row. Botkins can't execute it. They're going to go back in that three-quarter court pressure. Will the Trojans? And Warren gets picked by Huker up ahead to McKenna Maurer. Takes a while to recover there. Gets it back up to Boston Paul. Paul down to Madison Wendell. Wide open shot hacked from behind by Haney. And he'll go to the line for a pair. Going to see Madison Wendell. Wendell, a junior guard. She'll dip the knees, fires, take the shot, and drains the first one. As you see here, the foul on our Winter Quality Meets replay. Good entry pass, but hacked from behind by Haney. And Kate Sherman comes in for Jessica York. And Wendell goes 2-2 from the line. So 4 points here in about 2.5 minutes here for Botkins. That's out what has been an offensive struggle for them so far. Scott works up pass over the timeline. Goes up to Caitlin Monin. Monin entry pass to Haney. She is met by 3 Botkins defenders. A nice defense there by Botkins, collapsing on Haney as soon as she got the ball. Coach Andy Timmerman wants a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Back here at Claire C. Nouveau Gymnasium here at Russia High School, where the Russia Raiders lead the Botkins Trojans 27-12. That's a 23-8 halftime lead for the Raiders. Been even here so far through about 2.5 minutes in the third quarter at 4. Trojans looking to get back in this ball game. And a foul there by Kendall Monin as Botkins looked like they were trying to run a set play there for Boston Paul. Paul yet to get in the box score here for Coach Phil Grove's squad. You know, all SAL honorable mention last year was Paul. He's working away far from the basket. Get a little bit of a screen there from Top. Hands it off to Boston Paul. Over to Kinley Top. McKenna Maurer, right wing. She's looking, passes it over to Boston Paul. Paul working on the inside to Top. McKenna Maurer. Maurer flips it to Kinley Top. She fires a 3. No good. Long rebound. Who's going to come up with it? It'll be Carmen Huker. Back over to Boston Paul. She's wide open. Fires a 3 of her own. And the threes just can't fall today for the Trojans. Struggling in that area. Via Mormon, Ashley Scott, Sherman, Monin. Raiders moving it around well. Entry pass, Kate Sherman on the inside. She makes a move, and Kate Sherman's now got 6 points as the Raiders have their largest lead of the ball game at 29-12 here on our first National Bank Think First scoreboard. I'm Barry Codeman bringing you the action today. And looked like it was going to be a nice turnover there for the Raiders. Results in a foul on there by the ref. Away from the ball. Greavy and York check in for their respective teams. Hikaru inbounded under their own basket. Makes a play, gives it to Paul. On the inside, Jill Greavy. Greavy fires up and is fouled by Kate Sherman. You didn't see the whistle blow much in the first half. It's kind of been blown about 5 times here, about halfway through the quarter. 6 times, actually. That's the 4th foul on the Raiders. It's 2 on the Trojans as Greavy will go to the line and cans the first one. Botkins' free throw is doing pretty well here so far. And Greavy hits another one. Back within 15 is the Trojans. They'll reset that 3-quarter court pressure. Scott looking to work it up ahead. Goes right wing. And there's a charge. Nice play by Jill Greavy. Definitely seen a couple Botkins ball games. Jill Greavy has come along and improved very well. Here for Coach Grove's squad, taking a charge there. Nice play. Offense is picked up here for Botkins too, so definitely the best quarter I think they've played out of the 3 so far, here offensively speaking. That's going to be a foul on Kate Sherman, the 5th on the Raiders. A little antsy here on defense. And that'll be the 2nd foul on the freshman Sherman, who has 5 points on the day, as you see Ella Haney comes back in the ball game. The lead scorer is Haney at 11. Huker tipped by Haney, right back to Madison Wendell. Fires up, blocked by Haney. Haney making 2 defensive plays there. Here goes Scott streaking up the right sideline. Stolen by Huker. It's a game of hot potato here. Huker up in the forecourt, over to McKenna Maurer. I think no one wants a handle of that ball right now. It's a little slippery. Huker, left wing, gets it down to Madison Wendell. Wendell is fouled by York. And Andy Timmerman wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Back here at Clare C. DeVoe Gymnasium, and Rushi already in the bonus here. Getting Botkins in the bonus here with 7 fouls here, and Botkins will have a 1-on-1 opportunity coming up right after this break. Thank you for joining us. Grand Lake Health Systems production of NKTelco Sports here at Rushi High School in December, just near around Christmas here for this SCAO contest. Like I said, mentioned in the first half, these teams have met the last 2 years in tournament. Raiders taking both of them. Botkins has ran off some good teams here in the last 3 years. And got some good players here, just missing some layups and some 3-point opportunities. And they've kept even with the Raiders here in the 3rd quarter, as Madison Wendell will go to the line. Wendell, a 1-on-1 attempt, and the Botkins splendid free throw shooting will continue, and Wendell will get another shot at the charity stripe. Wendell looking to cut the deficit to 13. And she'll do just that. Bears going to be patient in Botkins' 3-quarter court pressure. Raiders being patient, working around. Haney, top of the key, flips it over to Caitlin Monin. Monin in the corner, Ashley Scott. Scott cross-court pass to Olivia Mormon, over to Caitlin Monin. Raiders continuing to be patient, 2:55 remaining here in the third quarter. Bounce pass, Ella Haney, inside, Jessica York. York looking to move her way on the inside, no good. Huker to Maurer, big three-point shot, can't get it to fall. And they'll stay with the Trojans. Trojans have benefited and took advantage of the Raider fouls. Getting it back in, this has been their highest scoring quarter with 8 points. Wendell weighing her options. While getting thrown around and it's stolen. Caitlin Monin with a nice save. Mormon up to Scott. Scott darts up in the front court. Gets on the inside to Haney. Haney blocked by Gravy. A late foul called. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Ella Haney got lucky there, and she'll benefit and get 2 free throws there. You see her Warner Quality Meets replay there. Nice entry pass. Pretty clean right there, but missed there by the official as Haney goes to the line, and the Raiders' struggle continues in that category. Haney still the lead scorer of the game with 11. Jessica York has 6. Kate Sherman with 5. Kendall Monin has 4. The other people contributing in the scoring column. Haney dips the knees, fires, and good. She has now 12 points for a game high. 30-16 Raider lead here on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Huker. Saved there by Maurer. Back to Huker. Back to McKenna Maurer. They're almost traveled, but gathered just to throw up something. And a nice play by Maurer to regain possession. Gets at the top. Top fire to 3, no good. Jump ball, the arrow favors the Trojans as Boston Paul comes back in the game for Madison Wendell. Look to get it to Boston Paul on a curl, and it's picked off. Olivia Mormon up down the sideline. She streaks and makes the left-handed layup, and Raiders back out to a 16-point lead. Olivia Mormon with her first bucket of the game. 3 from top. Top fires another one. I believe she's about 5 today from the three-point line. She only came in this game shooting 17%. Kate Sherman on the inside makes a move on Kinley Top. And the Raiders come out after that timeout with a nice 6-0 run here to extend the lead back out to a game-high 18. 34-16 Raider lead. The Trojans working it around. McKenna Maurer. It's over, works it to Kennedy Dosek, the freshman who's checked in the game. And it's picked off by Ashley Scott. She's going to work it up. She's got a one-on-one battle and gets it to fall. Raiders up by 20 now. Ashley Scott with her first field goal of the game. She now has 4 points. Raiders feeding off that timeout energy from a couple minutes ago. A 7-0 run here for the Raiders. As Botkins had it within 13. Cross-court pass Maurer. Maurer over to Paul. Paul fires a 3, and that's good. And Boston Paul finally works her way in the box score. It's been hugely missed here for the Trojans. Botkins going to sling a defender over and force a turnover. Oh, they're going to call it actually off. Trojans will stay with the Raiders. 20.8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Olivia Mormon, forward general here, gives over to Haney. Haney over to Andrea Monin. Monin back over to Haney. Cross-court pass. Caitlin Monin back out to Olivia Mormon. 6 ticks remaining. Go over to Kate Sherman. She's going to fake the handoff. Gets over to Andrea Monin. 2 seconds. Haney fires up a shot, and it's good at the horn. Ella Haney with 14 points. And the Rooster Raiders leading the Botkins Trojans 38-19. We'll head to commercial break. Bring back you the fourth quarter action. You're watching girls high school basketball.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
We're back here at Clare City Gymnasium here. Brandon Copeman bringing you the action here on this Grand Lake Health Systems production of NKTelco Sports in the Shelby County Athletic League battle between Russia and Botkins. As you see, Coach Phil Groves there trying to mount a comeback here for his Lady Trojans here. 38-19 Lady Raider lead. Botkins had it within 13. They're in the bonus. Coach Andy Timmerman took a timeout, and after that, the Lady Raiders kind of took over the game. Got the lead out to as many as 20. They lead by 19. They responded offensively at 15 points that third quarter, most of them coming towards the end. Kate Sherman wide open takes the 15-footer, and she did the assist to the bank board. Raiders with a 40-19 lead now, and Kate Sherman in double figures with 10. She joins Ella Haney in that category. Joe Greavy working around on Kate Sherman. Sherman with all 10 points off the bench. Deflected Kate Sherman. And what a nice game she's having as she then proceeds to turn over. It went right through Ashley Scott's hands into the crowd. Just like looking to inbound it in. Carmen Huker with a nice baseline move. And Carmen Huker now with 6 points in the ball game. And she has pieced together a really nice game on both sides of the ball. Jessica York goes over to Andrea Monin. Monin in the corner to Scott. Scott works it back over to Kate Sherman. Sherman back over to Caitlin Monin. Over to Andrea Monin. Inside Jessica York, she looks to battle. Jump shot. Can't quite get the assist from the bank board, and York making the foul there. That's what you preach after a shot like that. Do not commit a silly foul like that. And that's York's fourth foul. Ella Haney will come off and get a quick breather here. Kendall Monin will check in the ball game as well. Or Caitlin Monin. You look, each team here on the side of the seniors. For Botkins, you got Kinley Top, Madison Gerstner, and that's it. So pretty young team for Botkins. Look here on the side of the Russia Raiders as first foul shot's made there by Boston Paul. Look on the side of the Russia Raiders, you got Jessica York. You also got Andrea Monin, Olivia Mormon, and Elena Garrity. On the side for Coach Andy Timmerman's team. No good. So a lot of young talent here, as we see with sophomore Ella Haney. On the Raiders side, you got freshman Kate Sherman with 10 points. A lot of returning here on the Raiders side. And you look on the Botkins side, you got Boston Paul and Carmen Huker and Jill Grieg, all underclassmen. So a lot returning for both teams, both pretty young squads. As Scott fires a three, no good. And Kate Sherman makes a nice move. Kate Sherman piecing together a real nice game here. There's a big contributor on the Raiders regional final volleyball team as a freshman as well. As we see McKenna Maurer check back in the game. They're just gonna run their out of bounds box set. Kendall Monin throws it in a lane of traffic as Huker tipped it but stepped on the baseline. Kendall Monin gets it out to Scott. She looks to fire three, pulls back, entry pass. Kate Sherman wraps around Seals, gives it up to Monin, over to Scott. Works it on the inside. Not lucky for Botkins, they got away with the foul there. They're gonna say it tipped off of Botkins there, but pretty lucky there that they got away with the foul. Kate Sherman gets the ball, gets up to Andrea Mon, and she'll fire a three. Ball's in and out, ball's tipped around, and it'll be a jump ball. Arrow will favor Botkins. Euchre brings it over the half-court line. Over to McKenna Maurer. She stops. That's working on the inside. Nice ball movement there to Carmen Euchre. She gets the and one. Nice display of passing there by the Trojans. And Euchre will look to get into the double-digit scoring column if she can convert the free throw. Really, the Raiders, if you have to criticize them on anything, they have committed 9 fouls this half. As a shot is no good. Ashley Scott gets the rebound. Gave Botkins a lot of chance from the line, and the Trojans have shot the free throw very well. As Greavy gets the steal, ball's tipped. Ashley Scott gets it up ahead to Haney. Haney almost walked up to Kate Sherman, and she throws it in. This game is getting a little physical here. Sherman with 12 points. Euchre works inside to Greavy, and both teams now scoring points at will here early in the fourth quarter. Jill Greavy with a nice basket. She's having a very nice game. Greavy with 4 points, but it's done a lot really off the ball. It's been the most impressive. Mormon with her options. 42-26 Raider lead. Scott loses it, regains her dribble. And throws up a wild shot, and Kate Sherman gets another bucket. She ties Ella Haney with a game-high 14 off the bench. It's gonna make a very tough decision here for player of the game. Both of them playing fantastically here so far. 44-26. Greavy working her way on the inside. There's way Wendell recovers it. Back over to Carmen Euchre, 4:17 remaining in the ball game. Raiders lead by 18. They've led by as many as 20. An offensive explosion here in the fourth quarter for both squads. And they're going to call a foul there on Kate Sherman away from the ball. It's going to put Jill Greavy at the line. Takes a couple of dribbles, dips the knees, and converts. Hawkins, some very good free throw shooting as Caitlin Monin will come in for Ashley Scott, and Jessica York will come in for Kate Sherman. Sherman with 14 points off the bench, a career high for the freshman. And shot's no good. Rebound by Haney. And Olivia Mormon. It's a little hand check foul there. Ball's going to be under the rim as we're through halfway through play here in the fourth quarter. Kinley Top, as you see on your screen, just checked in for Boston Paul. Andrea Monin will take it out under the basket, as you see here on your screen. Throws it in, it's tipped by Kinley Top. McKenna Maurer gives it up to Jill Greavy, and Greavy takes it. Jill Greavy, a nice game she is having. And there's a foul on Greavy on the entry pass, wrapped around Jessica York. So the Trojans now have it within 15. Their offense progressively getting better through each quarter. If they can piece it together, 4 points. This is a very solid Botkins team that can make a good run here. And come March, if they can figure that offense out for all 4 quarters, I really do like this Botkins team. Ball's into Olivia Mormon, right wing. She works it inside. Jessica York immediately doubled. Caitlin Monin wide open. Long shot attempt is no good. Bucher gets the rebound. She races up the floor. She weighs her options. Paul sets the feet, fires the three, no good. She gets her own rebound. Kick back out to Wendell, back over to Boston Paul. Paul shot fakes. Using a right-handed dribble, falls to the floor. Gives it up to McKenna Maurer. Maurer sets her feet, files a long shot, and it's rebounded by Haney again. And Mormon up ahead to Caitlin Mott. A nice pass to Jessica York, and the Raiders a nice display of passing. Lead 46-29 here on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Bucher up to Maurer. Maurer over to Kinley Top. Over to Boston Paul. This Grand Lake Health presentation here of NKTelco Sports. Ball's tipped off. Bucher just regains it. The inside, and it's tipped off, and Ella Haney makes another impact play. Kendall-Mons got the ball in the front court. Gives it up to Jessica York. She's looking to make another move and can't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound and puts it back up. Jessica York cleans her own mess and becomes the third Raider to get into the double-figure scoring column. 48-29 Raider lead with about 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Raiders look like they will go to the plus side of 500 with 4-3 record. Botkins will fall to 4-2. Move to the bucket, missed there by Kinley Top. This ball goes out of play. We'll see some substitutions on each side. Andrea Mon and Kate Sherman and Elena Garrity getting her first action of the game. For Botkins, we see Lydia Dietz. We see Emma Pax. Kennedy Dosek coming into the game as well. The Raiders a good offensive night. Botkins offense is continually getting better. Kinley Top fires the three with a hand in her face. And now makes one to widen the gap, or to get the gap within 16. Sophie Francis also in the game, the ball handler for the Raiders. Garrity over to Andrea Monin. She's wide open, and Andrea Monin misses. CC Borchers with the rebound, another new entry. No good, gets her own rebound, puts it up, no good. And physical play there. We'd like to thank our sponsors, because without them, this game could not be brought to you. American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gym, Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacy, Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Cy Schwederman, Wilson Health, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing and Heating and AC, Ferguson Construction. The keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replays are brought to you by Winners Meats. The player of the game is brought to you by NKTelco. Our scoreboard is brought to you by First National Bank. Think First. So we now see Reese Gubo check in, the freshman here for Coach Borchers, Coach Timmerman, who played in the JV contest earlier, which was won by the Raiders. And Emma Pax misses the free throws. As Reese Gubo wide open for the three, in and out. Kinley Top gets the rebound. Ball's worked Madison Wendell. She fires the three and nails it. And Botkins now within 13. The Raiders led by as many as 20. Madison Wendell with her second try of the game. Elena Garrity, the senior, works her way on the inside. A fellow senior, Andrea Monin, can't get a friendly roll off the glass. She'll try to work it up ahead, and it's picked off by Elena Garrity. Sophie Francis gets it over to Reese Gubo, over to Andrea Monin. Back over to CC Borchers. Borchers works it over to Andrea Monin, back over to Sophie Francis. Reese Gubo up to Andrea Monin, back over to Elena Garrity. The Raiders just going to drain the remaining minutes, or the remaining seconds here of this game. And Reese Gubo gets the three and cleaned up on the attempt. It's freshman CC Borchers who works her way in the box score. And that looks like it'll be all here from Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium. The Russia Raiders get on the plus side of 500 and defeat the Botkins Trojans 50-35. We'll wrap up the game, give you the post game and the player of the game. You're watching girls high school basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
Back here at the Claire C. Nouveau Gymnasium, where the Russia Raiders defeat the Botkins Trojans 50-35, and they go to 4-3 here on the season. The Botkins Trojans fall to 4-2 with just their second defeat of the year. The other defeat was against the Anna Rockets, so that's 2 league losses early here for Botkins. And put them into a tie with Russia in that category in Shelby County Athletic League contest. So our player of the game tonight is number 10, sophomore forward Ella Haney. Pieced together a nice game tonight. She had 14 points, was tied with the lead high there with Kate Sherman, the freshman, who did a nice job in the starting lineup. Her career high, I would assume. She did a real nice job in just every phase of the game, both offense and defense. It was a hard pick between her and Sherman, but Ella Haney doing a nice job here. Played a little bit of varsity last year, comes back and pieced together a nice game. The Raiders played really nice offensively for what the Raiders usually put up on the offensive spectrum, putting up 50 points here against a quality Botkins team. Results in a victory for the Raiders. You look on the flip side with Botkins, kind of just got away from them early, but the offense gradually got better, and that's been the big thing that's been their big question mark, is where they're going to get the offense from. They had some nice games today from Madison Wendell, who had 10 points, and Jill Greavy pieced together a nice game. You got some of these players that haven't been, you talk about Botkins, talk about Boston Paul, Carmen Huker. They've had some nice players come behind, such as Jill Greavy and Madison Wendell. This team is going to be a dangerous team come tournament time. If they can piece that offense for 4 straight quarters, this can be a really dangerous Botkins team that can win some games come tournament time. That's going to wrap it up here for our Grand Lake Health presentation here of NKTelco Sports. We'd like to thank our director, Ian Bullheimer, assisted by John Schwederman. On cameras, we have Bryce Hamrick, Wes Temple, and Nolan Emerson. For the final time here from the Claire C. Nouveau Gymnasium, the Russia Raiders defeat the Botkins Trojans 50-35. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to the Grand Lake Health Systems production of NKTelco Sports. We wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a good night.